Well, NBC Nightly News scored the first ever Edward Snowden interview for American television viewers. And how did they honor that? Well, by censoring out his controversial statements that counter the agenda.
Let's stop this train a second so I can give you a little backstory on Edward Snowden and why he's important. He's a former CIA employee and a former contractor for the U.S. government. Supposedly, he copied classified information from the United States National Security Agency and the United Kingdom, and he put this up for public disclosure in 2013 without prior authorization. Now he's wanted for espionage by the American government, and he's right now seeking safety in Moscow, Russia. They granted him asylum for a year, and then they extended it for 3 years, and he's still in an undisclosed location.
Now, Snowden's comments were, of course, surrounding the failure of dragnet surveillance to stop the 9/11 attacks. His words were censored from the primetime broadcast and instead were buried in an hour-long clip on NBC's website.
So that's how it works, huh? A television show only broadcast half of the story on the episode. And we're just going to bury this other half on our website that nobody's going to go to because, a third of our audience is over 60 anyway.
Snowden revealed that thanks to the NSA, we did indeed have all the information we needed to stop these terrorist attacks, but we didn't, and here's why.
The CIA knew who these guys were. The problem was not that we weren't collecting information. It wasn't that we didn't have enough dots. It wasn't that we didn't have a haystack. It was that we did not understand the haystack that we have.
Now, Snowden also talked about the fact that the government knew about the Boston Marathon bombers before that attack happened as well, because Russian intelligence gave them the names of the alleged bombers. But of course, we didn't stop that either.
Whether you think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist or not, how can you overlook the fact that a well-renowned CIA agent says the government had plenty of information previously to two of the biggest attacks in recent history? What's going on here? Why would you keep this information from your people? Other than to fuel hate, propaganda, to fuel your agenda.
Now, of course, those comments were cut from primetime viewers as well, but it's not surprising that his comments were cut because he also had this to say.
It's really disingenuous for the government to invoke and sort of scandalize our memories, to sort of exploit the national trauma that we all suffered together and worked so hard to come through, to justify programs that have never been shown to keep us safe, but cost us liberties and freedoms that we don't need to give up, and our Constitution says we should not give up.
Basically, what he's saying is that the government sacrificed few not to save many, but to control the rest. This has been brought to you by Psycho State. Please subscribe.